and how are we all doing? Hope we're all doing well. So, after a couple of days of pleasant distraction, it's time to get back to Spooktober. And time to get back to pools, in this case. Before I... Actually, I'm going to check this just one moment. Sorry, I just need to check this. I don't want to I don't want to ping this and then realize that they've unfollowed. That'd be a slight pointless act, but we'll take a peek quick here. Alright. Nope. We can create this person. So, I want to give a quick shout out to Zombie Bob for following the channel a few days ago, off stream. I know I haven't streamed for a couple of days. There was co-op, there was going out with friends, and there was the small matter of a poker national final. Some of you may have heard how that went down. Needless to say, it went down pretty well. I may talk more about it either during the stream or during the next sweet state. But needless to say, a good time was had. And I was so close to a very, very special prize. Anyway, let's get into pools. So, I sort of mostly skipped over the first area last time on the Thursday night, because on my birthday, because it was basically just a demo that I had played before. So I kind of just skimmed through the area. But as it turns out, these levels aren't exactly the longest. They seem to last somewhere around 25 to 35 minutes each. They're not very long. But they are usually containing at least one interesting moment in them a piece. And there's been some adventures involving ducks, dinghies, dark shadows, a strange and timid creature, and whispered voices. Taking us on a journey to a weird little free-pathed area into some sort of back rooms, houses type affair, and through some modern saunas and dark marble. And where will the adventure end? Well, probably not very pleasantly. We got 2 chapters left, supposedly, to go. So this could be a shortish stream. I may consider doing something extra if it's a little too short, depending on if I'm not too tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I may want to compensate tonight, but I'll see how I feel as the stream goes on. So, into Area 5 I go. And just to the sake of a reset, so we came down this area via a little slide from the previous, a very, very long blue slide. And so this is area number 5. And there is some sparkling bricks. Oh wait, no, it's just a water reflection, but it looked like it was sparkling from there. Still, regardless, it is absolutely blocking this corridor without collapsing. How weird is that? Well, it's odd really, because these bricks look slightly out of place. Like, did someone, like, make these as a barricade, or did this place just decide that this door needed some bricks in it for whatever reason? Yeah, who knows. So, I'll sort of give a brief recap in case you've come across this YouTube video or stream and you're wondering what the heck is pools. Well, it's a liminal horror spaces game where you explore pool rooms, which is one of the subdivisions of the back rooms. You splash around a bit and get all existential dread at the fact that the the doors and corridors go on and never really stop, except when they do in this game's case. But it's more of a very comfy exploration game with occasionally something slightly interesting happening in it. Okay, clock has fallen and is either broken or has just decided to stop working. Or time is frozen. Who knows? Oh god. This wall's bricked up too. Maybe this is like a new contractor or something that came into the back room and just started bricking up the wrong walls. It certainly looks out of place, doesn't it, in a sense? Like, but that's really a bit of an understatement, considering a lot of things here are somewhat out of place. Hello, Dark Zone. A 20 stream streak. My goodness. Well, I guess we have a theme of bricked off passages. Quack. Yeah, we might see a couple of ducks. Ducks and dinghies. And other weird sights besides. But it's all rather nice, and it's, you know, it's a little low-key way to start Spooktober, but there will be some more high-octane, spookier things happening later in the month. Oh my goodness. Well, everything is bricks now. Little pig, I've come to blow down your liminal house. But there were infinite number of houses, so the wolf gave up. Oh, we can choose to go down all 3 slides of the Atari-ish. I don't know why Atari came to mind, but we can choose to go down the blue one, the yellow one, or the red one. Ooh, is there some? There's more windows above. Alright, I'll choose the red one. Whee! Oh, boo! This is just a normal slide. You're getting more boring pools. More boring and... Okay, it's a manhole cover. You know, your slides used to be weird and twisty and mysterious, and now they're just like... fuck it, here's 3 regular slides. We can't be bothered in this part. Apart from the giant circular light hole. The liminal designers are getting lazy, I think. I'm guessing there's probably no point in going down the other 2 slides. Well, if we end up back, if this room is like a central hub, maybe we'll end up back here anyway. Possibly. This is horror? Yes, Watcher, are you not scared? What if you have a phobia of bricks? Have you ever considered that? What if you had a phobia of bricks? Or of falling down into weird dark chasms? Drown you. But then conveniently allowed to rewind backwards because... I don't know, you just are. Yeah. Nah, that's just liminal horror. You never seen like the backrooms type stuff? You know? Oh god, look at these tubes. One of them might fall into the water if you're lucky, but the other one's just gonna hit into that wall, break your fucking body, and then drown you in the water. I mean, if I could swim, I'd probably be alright down there, but, you know. Gotta... Sorry, just another bot to ban. Does liminal now mean not really? Nah, it's the kind of horror of the fact that you wake up. The real horror of this is not necessarily what you're seeing right now. Immediately, it's more of a case of the real horror is that you could be walking in the streets, of your local area, you could be doing something completely innocuous, and then suddenly you would no-clip into this place and you're not getting out. There's your fucking horror. You're stuck in this place that you find not scary. There are no humans here. There is no contact. Also, there is no food. No entertainment systems, just rooms that go on and on and on and on and on until you die. That's it. At least there's chairs. You can occasionally take a load off and stir into the comfy pools. Oh yeah, plenty of chlorinated water to drink, but you're not alone. We've already seen there's a very timid thing following us, and weird water bubbles. Well, to be fair, the hygiene is sweet. That's back rooms in general. What's scary about this game? There have been occasional glimpses that we're not alone here. That's what makes it scary. But mainly I just don't find it that scary yet. There was one thing that could have been a little scary, but it was just a duck. But we don't know. The game might decide to show off something very scary near the end. Not all horror has to be brute force jump scares or highly gory, you know. Some scares can be subtle, clever, make you more thought-provoking. You know? There's nothing down here. There's a diving board. Guess I could have jumped in here if I wanted to, you know, also smash my body. Well, that's just it. This game does occasionally do something. Just a little bit of a something. Just to keep you on your toes. If you've been watching the other part of my birthday, you'd have seen some of that. I'm sure you were there for a bit. Sweet, I'm not made of oil. This isn't scary. Well, I find it interesting, even if it's not directly scary. As I said, there will be scarier games, at least more in the sense of traditional scariness, to come. I assume there's probably no point in diving off these boards. Let's go down this corridor that suddenly changes from brick into marble again. Or ceramic. I mean, the water's very clear, to be fair. There's no sign of it having any muck or uncleanliness to it. So, who knows? Gotta say, they have one heck of a... You know, someone looking after this liminal thing. Or do you suppose, like, each time someone steps in, they just... You know, it doesn't matter because they keep changing everything, so... Is that a symbol on there? Nah. Just a... Weird toilets again. Also, if you have hydrophobia, this game would be quite scary. You ever consider that? What if you had hydrophobia? And now we've transitioned to... Now we've transitioned to more... Ooh, we have a noise. Wow. We went from brick to ceramic to wood. Second bar back to them. I thought that we were going to enter a mansion, to be honest. Sweet, I do have hydrophobia. It's an average game. You know, I think I may have played that. It's the game where it's like you're in an underwater ship and you play as a female character and you dive around and you fight enemies partly in the water. And yeah, it's like a short game as well, wasn't it? I think. So I've definitely played it, and I think I don't find it very remarkable. Like you said, average. Hey Nitro, thanks for the raid. Drum beat. How was your stream of Happy Neighbors? That's alright, John. This seems infinitely better. Please make it stop, John. It's not fun. What? What are we going against bulls? More weird noises. Oh, you mean hello neighbor. Oh, okay. Wow, someone getting in some vocal practice there. Yeah, alright. And now we're back to this. I have a feeling we probably missed quite a bit in the beginning. Oh wow, you can actually see the shadow of what's below for just a second before it fades off. What have we got against bulls? Here, let me summarize.
It stinks. It stinks.
Alright, thanks. Thanks for your input. I will... Oh my goodness. Hey, wait a minute. Is this... It is. That's the area we were in before. When we saw this weird... Well, I suppose it could be an identical one, to be fair, but if it's not, if it is meant to be the same, then this is an area that we were in beforehand. And now we're here. In the weird MC-esque style thing. Yeah, it's not quite as cool when you can't walk on the walls and have it flip around you like in that one part the other day. But still, does that mean like, I don't know. It'd be cool if you saw someone walking on the ceiling. Oh, hang on a second. Are we about to get some more? Oh. Geometric flipping. I take that back. Wait, hold on. Wait, this is also another room that we've been in previously, but this is like the first area. The first chapter. And I played this on Thursday, but we've got 2 chapters to go. It looks like we're being shown things from earlier chapters now. For some reason. I mean, it could just be a different one that looks identical, but I don't think that's the point that's trying to be made here. And we were just there. Oh. Oh, this is getting interesting now. Now we're going all over the place in this. You imagine if there was a rotating one, though. Oh, God. Oh, what the... Wait. Isn't that the... statue? No, that's actually... I think that's different, is it? Wait, no. We've also seen this statue as well. It was the one with the 5 chairs where we looked up and we had those weird noises. What the fuck? Silent Hill 2 comes out tomorrow. I don't care about Silent Hill 2 remake. It looks terrible. Even though YouTube is trying to spam feeds of both the remake OST and the launch trailer. So I don't care. I saw the demo trailer. It looked shit. You are not going to remaster one of the best horror games of all time. No matter who it is. There's no point. Make a new Silent Hill game already. The only way I'd have been interested if a new Silent Hill game is if Capcom made it. Because they're probably the only people who could have a stab at it. And they'd probably still fuck it up, but at least it'd be better. Wow, that was a bit of a jump up. Overwhelmingly positive. Really? So's Dustborn, by the way. Doesn't matter. I've already played Silent Hill 2. Why would I want to play Silent Hill 2 but worse? You're going to trust the people behind Layers of Fear and a bunch of not very great horror follow-ups to remake one of the best horror games ever? I mean, what could you add? Oh. Is this going to be the end of the chapter? If it is, I'm going to have to go back, I think. Or maybe not. Let's see what happens when we fall down here. Dodd's Diver. Performed a dive worthy of a reward. Thank you, John. I've been saying that for months. Yeah, I've said this previously. Why, have you bought the game, Dave? I mean, if you've not played the Silent Hill 2 experience before, you might get something out of the remake, but I'd still recommend you play the original. But I've played the original, so why would I want to play the remake? Well, what's going to be added? I know the story of Silent Hill 2, it's fucking brilliant, but it's not something you can play over and over again. I mean, unless you want a different ending, I guess. Is this also a similar area? No, I don't think so. You have played the original. So what are you looking to get, then? I mean... Splish. You know the plot of Silent Hill 2. I can't imagine they're going to deviate that much. What do you expect? Better gameplay? Better graphics? From what I've seen, it just looks like a worse version. They'll probably have to end up changing things just to throw people off here and there. But, you know. And now I've got all this yellowy wallpaper with the fleur de lis. Okay, now this looks more backroomsy now. Like the office backroomsy, almost. Looks like this is a point of no return. I think. You know, it's a genuine question because if you play the original and the main charm of Silent Hill 2 is experiencing the fantastic story, what do you stand to gain from playing a remake by an inferior remake? Right, but why would you want to replay it? Silent Hill 2's combat was not great, but Silent Hill 2's combat was also not terrible and didn't impede the gameplay. Which is something that Silent Hill 3 struggled with. Silent Hill 3 was bullshit. But it had a good story. And good scares, so it kind of compensated. But the combat in Silent Hill 3 was trash. Don't really play anything. I do replay a couple of games. Doom, Mystic Quest Legend. A horror game, though, is meant to be experienced usually once. If it's about a sort of interesting story, I would think. I mean, yes, there are different endings you can go for in Silent Hill 2. Oh, we're doing more geometric stuff. I like this as an addition now. This makes things more interesting. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Oh yeah, they've definitely gone back rooms now. This bullet. Why can't Konami just make an original Silent Hill game? You know, a good one. Why don't they release PT? What was that noise? They're like square-shaped holes. Ooh. Phone boxes. They're starting to be a bloody relic. I mean, I still see phone boxes around, but a lot of them are empty these days. Wait, did it just go? Oh. Went dark for a minute. Faded, even. And still that watery sort of reflection on them all, which is odd. There's no water. Why is there this watery effect? There's not even any water around, is there? Or is there? Hang on, is there something ahead that's watery? I don't get why there's all this weird reflective stuff. So very odd. I mean, there's this, yeah, but that shouldn't carry down all the way here, should it? Yes, you're right. There's the lighting engine. Like, I can only imagine what you're hoping for is that Bloober Team will do something slightly different with the Silent Hill 2 story. And you hope that that's what will happen. You hope that Bloober Team will realise they have to follow up the greatest psychological horror game ever created, and therefore they can't just redo everything. They'll have to put in their own little spins and twists, additions here and there. Okay, well the gameplay doesn't look very good either. Looks very basic action stuff. Silent Hill, to be perfectly blunt honest, Silent Hill is an okay game, but its combat has never been good. Yeah, atmosphere, okay. Why not play some other games that have better atmosphere than original ideas and stuff, not just I need to play Silent Hill 2's atmosphere again. Just, I don't understand. I mean, okay, you do you, but could have had PT. Should have had PT. god. Oh, this room looks huge. Coming up ahead. Well, I know it's not going to happen. Konami can't be asked making video games anymore. They just want to make gacha and pachinko machines, which is why they outsource all their stuff to other companies. It's time for Konami to just pack it in and just, you know, give up. Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Wow, look at this. Got a bit of... Sounds like a Mirror's Edge level, this. No. No? I never played PT. I only ever saw it. No, I'm just annoyed at the fact that, you know, we had this great, like, decent trilogy of games, and then they released garbage after garbage. Downpour was atrocious. Homecoming was passable at best. They wouldn't have stayed a console exclusive for long. Not in these days. More and more companies are starting to realize that in the end, you will end up on fucking Steam whether you like it or not. Don't know if you've noticed that lately, by the way. Remember when Ubisoft games used to be on the Ubisoft launcher? Or EA? Or Blizzard? It's only a matter of time before Sony finally give us Bloodborne on the PC. They just have to wait long enough. We just have to wait long enough. Well, it looks like all the slides lead to the same area, so I guess we'll just go down, right? Which slide shall we take, chat? Red, blue, yellow, or green? Which one do you think will... Yeah, they all... I mean, again, there is also the possibility we could just jump off, but... that will probably kill us. You think the blue one? I mean, I like the atmosphere of Silent Hill 2, but I'd probably just play something inspired by it. Or another game. I won't want to play Silent Hill 2 again, because I know the story beat, so what's the point? Part of the atmosphere comes from not knowing the story and being immersed in that. Just jump off. Indigo. But I suppose if you want to enjoy Silent Hill 2, you go ahead and enjoy it. Let us know how it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Bloober Team did something fascinating, and Silent Hill 2 remake will be fantastic. But I doubt it. I don't think it's gonna be any good. Of course, I'm always to be proven wrong. But I'm probably not interested anyway because I know the story. So, you know, I prefer to play games with different stories to tell. Okay, yes, Nightmare House remake imagined is something I want to replay. I'll grant you that, but that's an exception. Well, Drauken suggests blue. Drave suggested a color that doesn't exist. We're taking the blue one. Oh, a friction burn, and we swam into the steps, but we somehow stopped just before we bend our knees inwards and go, ah! Very loudly. What am I doing stuff? That'll be a way. That'll be some way of approaching it. I'm not here for a ladder. I'm just walking around Silent Hill because I got bored and lost. And whatever happens from this point on is my own fault. Now that's this game. It's a huge room. Holy shit. But I will be honest, the colour scheme really makes me think we could just put some Mirror's Edge music on this and it would fit perfectly. Can imagine Dawn. Was her name Dawn? Was it Dawn in the game? I can't remember if that was the captain name. Oh no, it was Faith, wasn't it? Or was that her sister? I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah, Mirror's Edge was pretty decent. Quack. Hey, Hesed Hex. We haven't seen any ducks yet, but we are in this big-ass room. And we're discussing about the fact that Dave has spent money on the Silent Hill 2 remake and is playing it tomorrow. So we might get to find out how good or bad it is in the next few days. We'll see. Yeah, there we are. I mean, the water reflection on everything is a little weird, but it looks nice. You know, I'm immersed a little bit. Also, I want to point out this is a Unity Engine game, not Unreal Engine 5. Draw distance. This is what the shitty one called playing basketball as a kid when he went to school. Colourful things, metal pipes. Like an exaggerated version, would you say? You know, like... This is what you thought they were like. You know. Everything went on forever. It was all fucking full of water. They've lifted the lid off and there's a bit of a dark, ominous hole there. Can we go up this? No, we can't. Hey, you become reality, yeah. Wow! The swimming looks so cool. It's so big. It's deep. And there's colourful things and numbers on the walls. Oh, hold on. Ooh. Dark. Oh. Well, let us know how Silent Hill 2 is, Dave. I'm sure I'll probably see some reviews or some reactions to it once it's out. I'm looking forward to Coven myself. Can you imagine if I was wrong and in like 2 weeks' time I'm playing Silent Hill 2 Remake and it's actually really good? That'd be crazy, right? It certainly is. That's kind of the idea. It's a liminal spaces game, but based on the pool rooms of the lore rather than the back rooms. There's been a disappointing lack of ducks in this level. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what that is implying. Other than maybe don't go for the exit signs. I don't know. Well, there hasn't been any active monsters, but there was a timid creature that appeared behind us once, and a few floating invisible, well, water bubbles, and the potential for... And I guess that... Just wait. I mean, we might get a payoff at the end. Who knows? We might get something that's a little more... Ooh, okay. Yellow pipe. Alright, in we go. Yellow slide. Splash. No, the yellow one. Yeah, by this point we definitely have like the most pruned feet possible. That's for sure. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Ow. Hmm. Welcome to the Beetlejuice room. I was trying to decide if this actually just was supposed to go on forever or not, but it's... No, it isn't. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And then Michael Keaton pops up. Well, going straight forward wasn't the answer. Nothing up there. Interact with Michael Keaton, a fate worse than death. That was like a way out, maybe. Well, I think this is the way out. Is that a staircase? Oh, not a staircase, it's an escalator. Imagine this was a design of like a train station tunnel system. Like they do have some of this like in London, like partly, but imagine if like this was all they had for the decor of like a tunnel going up an escalator or something like that. To exit 8. Well, let's take the very slow escalator and see where it leads. Whoa! Giant face. And lots of chairs. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're having a good time. down there. There's the sad fate of Doctor Who. Marooned on a brick pillar. So you can climb up that one. Ladder. It's like being in an abandoned industrial chimney factory or something. Well. Yeah, well, people call him Doctor Who. I know he's technically called the Doctor, Mr. Pedant, but... Is the face going to be on the wall now, looking at it or something? Oh no. We've shifted again. Hmm. Okay. Got a radio station. Hey, Ward Misfit. Oh god. It's Blight Town FM. Why can't we go in that place? Well, weird radio shit in that place. Alright. Anyway, once again, Ward Misfit, thank you for gifting me this game. This has been the most horror this entire game has been. And now it's over. I love playing around pools. How you doing, Exozoid? No, it's not over yet. There's still one more chapter after this. Oh. It's the first time a door's opened. Ward Misfit gifting the Silent Hill 2 remake. I have specifically mentioned in the sweet state for people not to do that. Under any circumstance. I was born in the barn. So yeah. Do you know it was a Half-Life 2 mod that lets you play the campaign as Team Fortress 2 mix and it's multiplayer? Very goofy indeed. That sounds pretty fun. The right the right class choice in the wrong place can be all the difference in the world. Whee! Uh-oh. Whoa! Oh! Paintings. Ow! Whoa! Oh! Hello. Oh, well, well, this is an interesting change of scenery, isn't it? Welcome to the Truman Show. Great film. It does seem nice, doesn't it? You got the sun there with the swirling vortex of cloud. You've got the road that just gave up. Spies OP. Backstab the Combine all day. Guess this is gonna be. Oh no, it's gonna be a death pool, isn't it? There's very many field servers. That sucks. Well, the people of this house have a nice pool access into a pool that goes down forever. Honey, I'm home! Honey! Ho ho ho, honey! You locked me out of the house again! Ho ho! Very funny, dear! Now please open the door. Honey? Bessie? It's your husband! John! Let me in! I've had a hard day at the liminal factory. I must go home for my 1950s dinner. And my radio show. And why have you turned on this strange music? Oh, this is not funny anymore, dear. Let me in. Alright. Let's move on. We can't go in the house. They're very sensible in keeping the door shut, so yeah. Hey man, okay, how's it going? How do you like the part that I missed? You missed a fair bit. This is the same chapter. This is probably the longest chapter I've had so far, actually. We've revisited previous areas, sort of, from previous chapters. It's in a big, massive pool room, and now we're here. Yeah, this has probably been the chapter with the most change of scenery in it. Oh, it's going to be multiple houses, isn't it? Oh my goodness. An endless row of houses of people to not let me in. And the music's playing over and over and the sky looks like a fucking tunnel. It's not funny anymore. Someone let me in! I'm having an existential breakdown! I don't think we're living in Kansas anymore, or anything close to Kansas! Oh. Is this game worth the price tag? Depends if you like what you're seeing. I mean, this is not a long game. It depends if you like the idea of exploring liminal spaces or not. If you don't, then don't get it. It's not going to suit you. It's not free. Again, I'll link the game if you're curious. Well, I enjoy the game. But it's definitely a game I'm wanting to play well. It's definitely a game that you probably get the enjoyment from once, maybe. I mean, some areas have some replay value with different routes. I think this chapter might have an alternate path we could take before we get to here, but... Try makes it fun with his humour. Yeah, I try. I mean... I laugh at horror games that are actually trying to be more directly scary, so... It's just like... Oh, wait. What? Oh, what the... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what's going on? Oh, no. Oh, fuck. I was enjoying that. Oh gosh, well that was riveting. I thought like we'd go for that for a little longer. There's no pocket Johns when you're playing a boring game. Oh, so after being kicked down here, we're now in a house. Well, this is the last chapter. Oh, thank you, Madoc, by the way, thank you. Yesterday was quite the accomplishment. Pretty obvious PT reference. Is this a PT ref? You know, actually it could be, couldn't it? A little bit. Oh. Pointing. Hey, we're being pointed to something. Okay. When sirens happen, things collapse. And sad faces. Oh. It's floating hands. Wait. Oh. So when thing makes noise, things melt. When siren go fishing. Go fishing. Yeah, when the siren goes off, get your fishing poles out, lads and lasses. It's fishing time. Yeah, it was really special yesterday. It was a really good day. You know, very happy. I mean, even though I didn't get what I wanted, I'm not disappointed with how it turned out. You know. You're not fun of walking sims or Lisa's unique Backrooms game idea, yeah. Well, you know, it's got more going for it than the last Backrooms game I played like 2 years ago. You know, which was basically just an hour and a half of a very... This at least has a little bit of variety, you know. It's not directly scary per se, but it's interesting enough. Oh... Someone get this pipe out of my mouth. Ducks! Yeah, we've had no ducks on so far. Chapter 5 was disappointingly lacking ducks. Other cool things, yes. Ducks, no. Not a single duck. So we're there. I actually thought for a second when we woke up, I thought it'd be like, this is now all a dream, and we're going to be back in our house, but it's not our house. It's actually the liminal horror has crept into the real world. But no. A chessboard, I guess. Be a good way to pass the time, except there's no one to play with. Like, you'd have to, like, play with yourself. Or something, and... that may have been something we've previously been to. I'm not sure. Might have been something from the first chapter. Getting glimpses through the holes that we couldn't see before, I guess. Yeah, second time this... it happened in the previous chapter. We visited an area from chapter 4 as well. Now I want to see a backroom survival game with some non-linear exploration and some combat, but probably just takes away from the charm of the setting. There is a co-op game called Enter the Backrooms, which I believe is kind of that. But you're right, I mean... I get that you could add a monster into this environment, but kind of the horror of this setting is precisely that there is no monster necessarily, that this is just bonkers architecture that makes no sense and it never ends. That's the horror. It's not, here's a monster that might stalk you for a little bit. That's just a chair, isn't it? It's not saying you couldn't have this work with something more active happening, of course, but it doesn't necessarily have to be something that kills the player. Can we sit in the chair? Yeah, we can just sit here and stare at this fucking wall and do absolutely nothing. And look, it's a comfy chair. Proper plush. You want to eat duck? Yeah, we just sit here and this is boring. Yeah, that Silent Hill 2 remake is pretty neat. David Irving has bought it. I'm gonna get the David Daring review, which is probably it's rubbish. I have no expectations for it, but I've not been keeping up with it because I just don't think the idea is any good. But as I've also said earlier, I'm also happy to be proven wrong. But, you know, take a hell of a lot of convincing. Yeah, I've looked at, I've seen a video or two about Joker 2, and that's a shame. But Joker didn't need a sequel. No, Dave, just stop. I'm excited for Coven. That is coming out hopefully later this month. Okay. I mean, Joker did not need a sequel. Even when I heard about the idea of it, I thought, why have we got musical elements? Lady Gaga might be a decent fit for Harley Quinn, but why do we need is there any real need for a sequel for this? Come on, I want to see a giant duck come out of the depths. That would be amazing. Like, imagine a very slow reveal of a giant duck. Like, you're just hooking along and you see this thing, it's like, and then it turns to face you, and it lets out a giant whack, 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 and that's the game. The game just ends with a giant duck quacking at you. They really stuck close to the source material. Sad thing is, yeah, Joker was self-contained. There's no need for a sequel. It sounds like they just made a musical version and wanted to be the opposite of the other movie. And now that potential's gone. Which didn't need to exist in the first place. Oh well. Oh, look at these dinghies! So many of them. This is cool, but I want ducks, not dinghies. I mean, of course they're going to stick to the source material in Silent Hill 2. It's called Silent Hill 2. They're going to fucking remake as much as they can get away with. The thing is, though, they'll probably change just enough so that to try and make people think it'll be good. I just don't have a lot of faith in it being anything good at all. Well, looks like we're going in this yellow pipe. I said it's too wet. Yeah, it's too wet. Where was the dry areas? Not enough dry areas to explore, obviously. We didn't have to go that far. It wasn't no relatively. Besides, the main thing for me is that why would I want to revisit the story of Silent Hill 2? I know it. So, it'll really just come down to, do I want to play a game that gameplay? Oh, here we go. Hey, we're in a giant steam room. This is nice. There we go. We answered my call. I wanted less water, and now I'm getting sweat instead. Sweat and the world's biggest cold. Oh. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, I fell off. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh. The chair there for some reason. Oh. Oh. So warm. It's the kind of thing that'll be like paradise to someone who's been out in the cold for an hour. To find a room like this and then just go, oh yes, the world's biggest steam room. Ah, lovely. A slide. But for who? I'm trying to imagine like a much more goofier version of this game where goofy things happen every so often. But also possibly more scarier things at the same time. The liminal apartment complex with sorts. But again, there's no food. It's just like the bare structure of a living space. Can we go through the door? We can. Hello! Nice table. Nice. Is there anything else you got here? Do you have a bathroom? A bed? Nope, you have just access to another fucking pool room. Lovely. Oh. That is a giant fucking saw blade right there. Wait, is that saw blade looks like it's hanging over the slide. When has water levels in games ever been good? Didn't Sin have a good water level? Sin, maybe? Death drop, is it? Yep. Yeah, Sins were pretty good. Super Mario Bros. 3, to some extent, had decent water levels. Especially if you got the frog suit. Oh yeah, sewer levels. I don't think there's ever really been any good sewer levels. Except for maybe a Toxic Touch from Alien Vendetta. Oh yeah, Bioshock, I guess. Hey, Flynn. By the way, speaking of Bioshock, play my Iron Man run. Play the Iron Man week this month. So, is this saw blade gonna cut me open? Actually, it's gonna miss, isn't it? It's not quite in the right height. In fact, I don't think it's even gonna. I think it's just on top of it, isn't it? Yeah, it's on top. It's hanging above the. Oh, wow, it's a bit of a loading screen there. Hopefully. Yeah, you go down, you get impaled by saw blade, and that's it. You're done. No Quake 4 style pumping with drugs to get out of this one. But would you consider Bioshock to have sewer levels, though? Being it's all underwater. Did Bioshock actually have anything that could technically class as a sewer level? Are we? Hang on. Let me just backtrack a moment. Yeah, you do it in the second one, yeah, where you play as the Big Daddy, you're right. But what? We're back here again? No, I guess it just doesn't go down. I guess that means we took a wrong turning somewhere then. Damn door. Wait, hold on. Alright, it's meant to go this way then. Yeah. Shame I've played all the BioShock games. BioShock 1 and 2 were good. BioShock Infinite was just very average. Oh. Flooded houses. Now we have to remember if the noises go off on the sirens, it's time to go fishing. Yeah, I won't blame you. I mean, BioShock Infinite is okay as a game, but it's so average. Just goes on and on and on. And all that time stuff is just not entertaining. Well, you certainly told a lie, Dave. Who are you calling a dick? You're currently enjoying No More Heroes 3. I'm trying to go left here actually rather than go up there. Oh. Not as cool as I thought. Well, maybe it is. The immersion of BioShock Infinite eluded me. Pillows. Comfy pillows. And ladders, even. Infinite was pretty trash to weapon limit generating health nonsense. No, your health didn't regenerate, your shield did. Your health stayed static. Yeah, you had Halo's health system. Health can be impacted, the shield. You know, like any of them. So, since we're in the last chapter of this game, I might go back and revisit chapter 5 to see what the alternate path had. Slight curiosity if I'm going for it. How does chat think this game's going to end? What are we expecting for the final act of this? How do you think this game's going to end? The best pool. I mean, I know Maddox already knows the answer, so he's played this. You fully expect it to loop back around to level 1. You already know how it ends. Yeah, like, okay, for those who haven't played or seen the ending. Falling into a surf pool and the credits drop. I'm actually expecting something along the lines of you fall into a super massive pool and drop down and then you sort of drown or something. Like the most ridiculously sized pool ever or something. I'm expecting something along those lines. For certain. Joker thinks it'll loop back to level 1. Nacho thinks Death Pool. Evil Bite thinks the best pool. Oh, this was the painting from the trailer. It's a painting of the very room we're in. Except there's some little thing on the wall there, but it's covered up now. It's like an artist's rendition of the very room we're in. Ooh! You end up in the worst pool of them all, Blackpool. Well, that is a good point, Drowkin. That is a terrifying outcome. I mean, been there several times in my life and in the past. I was a face with a brush in it. Ho 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 ho! Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Time to show off my Britishness. You know what this reminds me of? Reminds me of that little statue from Art Attack. I'll now be able to successfully identify all the British viewers in the chat. The head, yes. There's one. There's two. Hello, Pidgey. Hello, Adam Benesh. How's it going? Yes, from good old Art Attack. There's 3. Yeah. Art Attack was such a good show. It really was, back in the day. And when he changed it from the puppet to a real guy in makeup, and it was... Yeah, I think I've heard about that. Oh, this was like the missing. It just popped off, and there's a dark hole. Pat Sharp versus Neil Buchanan. Whose mullet would win? Oh man, that's a good question. I would probably have to go for Pat Sharp though. I think. In terms of mullets, yes. I'm gonna go for Mr. Sharp. Oh, he did. I actually went to quite a while ago, I will add. But I do remember once upon a time about maybe 15 plus years ago, I guess. I did go to a nightclub where Pat Sharp was doing his Funhouse skit with two ladies. I can't remember exactly what they did, but it was kind of meant to be a Funhouse bit or whatever. So I have kind of seen Pat Sharp in person. I can't remember where it was, but it was quite a while ago, back when I used to go out drinking with a few mates of mine. This actually looks like something we could get out of, but nah, it's probably another death drop, right? Oh, no, do you reckon? Let's go, let's find out. Oh. Oh, no, we can actually go down in here, okay. Let's go into the other side and see if there's anything here, or I'm just going to be plunged into a dark hole. Oh, it's actually a tunnel. Yeah, there's nothing back here, unfortunately. You could be a star. Okay. Star. That's the goal. That'd be a spade. Everything was better in the past. I think it was. I really think it was. We have more advanced technology now, but I don't think things have necessarily gone a lot better because of it. Oh, let's sit on this chair. Take a load off. Oh, there's a pipe. Better not clunk into that. Yeah, that speed wasn't bad. Wait, that thing is actually alive. Holy shit. It's... a fucking sheep? Oh my goodness, it's a sheep! And we can't... Wait, and I'm walking straight through it. Okay, alright, game. What? I'm walking straight through this bloody thing. Bah! Bah! I am not real! She's bloody right you're not real. Why can't I pet this thing? Yeah, well, I'm walking straight through. It's not no hitbox or collision or anything. It's just a sheep. Or something that looks like a sheep. A soggy sheep avoiding the water. Bah! Its eyes look very weird. Verbally, misery, cruelty, and poverty were most suffering in the past, yes. Oh, it's just so disappointing. I thought like we'd get actual sheep, some bear noises, maybe even an interaction, but no. It's just a sheep that doesn't really exist, apparently. So this is just a dead sheep or something. I don't fucking know. Like I should be able to interact and pet this thing, and I can't do that. So fuck this game. I'm done. I'm bowing out. You had your chance, Pools. All you had to do was let me interact with the one living thing I've seen so far. And it's not even living, it's just a fucking ghost sheep or some shit. Oh, for God's sake. Alright. Shut up, Dave. Ghost sheep. Hello, Cherry. How you doing? Say, Cherry, have you ever been to the back rooms before? Or any... Oh, show Cherry the sheep. Oh, okay. Apparently, Cherry, I need to show you this sheep. Let's see what you think of it. But have you ever been to the back rooms before, Cherry? Like, ever? Me. You've never been to the back rooms, have you? Not even once? Is there not a way of hell which just kind of like this? Me. You don't think so? Alright, look. Cherry. Sheep. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this sheep? Me. You want to burninate the sheep? Me. Burninate it. That's your exact wording, is it? Me. Right. You want to burninate the sheep. I'm not surprised you want to set the thing on fire, but burninate? Burninate? Oh, whatever. Hey, boss. Just give me a hug. I can't hug the sheep in the game, but I can hug you. Me. Burninate. Possibly. Well, a little bit, man, I guess. But there has been some cool stuff. Burninate. Reminds me of something. I mean, Cherry is not the most verbose creation of existence, but her front rooms. Dave has now become the Silent Hill 2 remake fan child, even though Dave hasn't played the game yet. Oh gosh. A factory full of water people. Deep backroom war. Yeah. Well, apparently the... Hey, wait a minute! What? That's a flamingo! Error in production may contain small amounts of swimming toy. Oh no! Oh, that's funny. Hey, this is even if this is a deck demo, it's a more interesting one. Front rooms is just a hobby shop after the remodel. Yeah. Front rooms is like, I don't know. The back rooms is like things that never end and are boring, and they're like, you know, not boring, but if the front rooms is like the liminal spaces that go on forever and make no sense, the front rooms would be like a very boring area that makes too much sense and nothing happens, like, ever. So like going to I don't know, a fucking office or a grandma's house when she likes to ramble for 3 hours about the past or something. Going down. A level editor. Is that so, Dave? A level editor. I think a level editor for this could be interesting. If you could add some custom assets into it a little bit, you could actually make some interesting levels. Sort of. Oh. Okay. Chessboard. A game of chess between the white mannequins and the black mannequins. Ah, let me go! Alien Isolation 2 confirmed. Alien Isolation 2 confirmed, huh? I played for Alien Isolation. Did I play it on this channel or not? I can't remember. No, I didn't. No, I didn't actually. Alien Isolation had a fantastic atmosphere, but I fucking hated the alien. I fucking despised the alien so goddamn much. It was so annoying. It induces a lot of fear for about 5 minutes until you realise that the alien is just bullshit and how it works. It's a very cleverly designed, but it's fucking annoying as hell. I hated Alien Isolation so much in terms of like dealing with that fucking alien. But the atmosphere was 10 out of 10. Great stuff. Really interesting execution. Just fucking couldn't stand in with the alien at all. Oh, it does. And it was interesting at first. You had to hide from it. There's like the dual AI thing. Hey, Depop. Yeah, I don't like that either, EXO, but I don't mind if you can't kill them all the time. That's not a problem. Just... My biggest problem I found with Alien Isolation is that once you play the game for a while, you kind of figure out that the alien ambushes you in certain points. I seem to remember there was an engineering... I think it was like an engineering or a maintenance area where like you had to go through and get some stuff or whatever. Right? The save system also pretty cool as well in that game. It's really well done. So like you had to go above like several holes, like obvious alien holes, to get around the place, right? You had several holes. So we'd walk through these corridors and several of them had these holes in them, right? And sometimes the alien would come out of them straight away and instantly kill you, and sometimes they wouldn't. And what you end up doing, what I ended up doing is that I dealt with aliens so much that I just started trying to find ways to... I just got annoyed because like, oh no, he's appeared instantly and I can't do shit. You know, the flamethrower works for the first few times and it gets resistant to it, so you can't like keep using it without burning more fuel. And the fucking thing finds you half the time anyway, because the AI knows where you are at every moment in the game. So the reason it finds you in your little stealth place is because it always knows where you are. It just doesn't always make it so it actually gets you. Now, we've had no jump... Well, we've had one slightly spooky figure that was very shy in the previous part. But no jump scare yet, no. It's not that kind of game, I don't think. Unless it's going to have one right at the end or something. It's more subtle. Oh, no. The Xeno AI does know where you are. It knows your area, but it's not exact. It's very weird. It's something along the lines of, like, it always knows where you are, but never your precise location, just a cone. And what the AI does is that it searches that cone. So like, if you're standing in if you were hiding in this room or something, the AI would have like a cone. It'd be like up the stairs, across the, and the alien would search all around and then fuck off after a bit, maybe. But yeah, there's a director here that knows where you are. Yeah, so that was it. It was the overlapping AI. There's one AI that knows where you are 100%. The Xeno AI interacts with the director's AI. The director AI gives cues to the Xeno AI, and that's how it tracks you. And that's what pissed me off. Like, half the time it just finds you anyway. And then sometimes it doesn't. It's just so... Yeah, it does. And then sometimes you just have to walk above, and then sometimes you're forced to walk down a corridor with a giant hole in the ceiling, and half the time the alien appears immediately out of that, gives you no reaction time, and kills you. And then half the time it doesn't do that, and it's fine. And I just got fed up with it. I got annoyed at dealing with the alien. Legitimately. It just annoyed me so much. Ooh, we're in a gallery now. That's how you do small stealth games. He just chooses not to know what you always are, yeah. I mean, it's very cleverly done. It makes the alien feel like a threat. It's just really annoying to deal with, which is probably the point. But I didn't like that. Oh, look! A duck! There's that thing from the first chapter. That duck maze. The duck is artistically rendered now. You think this game needs more ogres? Well, you know, there is the Liminal Spaces Jam Depot. You might get your wish. You can tell. Yeah, the thing was, Madoc, you're right. You can tell. The problem is you have to walk under that. That was the problem. You'd see a tail or something wiggling down, and you had to go under that hole. It was a one corridor. You had no fucking choice. You had to go under there and bait the fucker out or something. That's what pissed me off. But then sometimes it just disappeared, and it wouldn't do that. It was just annoying. I just hated it. I couldn't stand dealing with the alien. Okay, so we got a children's drawing. That being said, the atmosphere was great. Don't get me wrong, I beat the game. I just found it very frustrating. I stole from you. Come back here. Ah, the great disaster of Skull and Bones, rendered in color. Pretty sure this is a classic, actual classic painting. Or an adaptation of it, at least. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks to 250 bits, Lord Misfit. Oh, yeah. I need to bring this up, in case you've got to hear about this. There's a mod for GZ Doom, you may or may not find interesting, called Red Spiral 1993. It's a more survival horror, adjacent themed mod. Let's have a look. A mysterious year is 993. A mysterious incident has caused a barrier between the spiritual and physical to be shattered, weighing evil of all shapes and sizes bleed into our dimension. Somewhere in the streets of Japan, a student disappears, dragged into hell's arterial system by one of these dimensional wounds. She doesn't know what she did to deserve such punishment, but what she does know is that she must survive at all costs and escape the spiral once and for all. Red Spiral 93 is a mod inspired by PS1 survival horror games and RPG Maker Horror about a student's attempts at surviving hell itself. Okay. Interesting. I will take a bit more of a look at that later. But thanks. I mean, I am playing Total Chaos for the Doom thing, but thanks, Sword Misfit. I will have a look at that. Some wee jump scare with Taylor Swift picture that she jumps out of. That's another classic painting, I think. Hey, that's one of the steam runes, and there's a cat in it. Ah, that immediately makes this. Alright, you're getting your plus point back for putting in a cat. I think. Aha! Another duck! Look at that. There's a cat in the Silent Hill 2 remake. Now, the scariest thing in Doom is Ghoul's Forest 3. The first time you play it. That's pretty scary. So mind you, this is a character weapon mod, not a monsters mod. You compare it with a monster mod of your choice. One Cackle Demon last week is Project Malice, which has so much of a horror themed Hellspawn in it. Hey, serious, how's it going? Demoed. Oh yeah, I saw the video of that. That's a bit strange. It was on Innocence and Corruption cards. Alright. Well, we have no actual ducks, but we have pictures of ducks. And that's okay. Another duck! The ducks are the real enemies of this game, I tell you. Those water people, that shy little thing. Nah, it's the ducks, man. It's the fucking ducks. They are here to... Can we actually sit in the chair? No, it's too big. It's just like Garfield. Garfield and Garfield. Look into the light. I hate Mondays. And before this is a big promo for Duck Simulator. Another duck! Lizzie _3. Oh, it's just like a fan section where they asked a bunch of people, fans of the game, to draw artwork, and this is the little thing they gave them. Do you think? It certainly looks like we've in something like that. Yeah, I'm starting to suspect this might be a fan art section. Nothing. Alright. And we got maths paper plague doctor. Yeah, that's nice. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Well, this is... well, this is no longer pleasant. Now this is like, what the fuck? I assume that's a statue, right? Do you think? Or is it meant to be like a person hunched up? No, it's a statue, right? Oh no. Game's getting a little creepy suddenly. Now you're in the adult section. Except everyone does the same thing. Okay, this is a little unsettling. But I think it is just a statue in black and white, right? There's going to be one at the end, isn't there? There's like an actual copy of that statue. Oh, never mind. Okay. Little girl offers tree to giant hand. Oh, is that it? Oh. I thought we were actually going to head to something quite interesting, a bit spookier there, but nope. It came and it went. A desecrated Banksy. underground trains. And a bed on the tracks. Do you think if we sit here long enough, maybe like the train comes by or something if we sit down? Let's see if a train shows up for a minute. Bing bong! The next train is now pulling in to King's Cross. Please mind the gap. Water pushing the bed. Yeah, that's true. You'd have to actually like either be sliding underneath or just vault over it. So it'd be more like, please don't vault over the gap. Or something. Frankfurt incident. Hey, that's the statue we saw earlier in the paintings, but it's just there. Okay, game. I'm gonna be blunt. I think you may have lost a potential interesting scare opportunity there. You just had creepy paintings and a nice gallery and changed the tone, and you did nothing with it. You just went back to this. I feel like they missed an opportunity there to do something. I wasn't expecting a fucking jump scare, but they could have done something. A bit more there, I suppose. Yeah, that would make more sense. Water, water everywhere. Make a lot more sense. And another level that's taking a bit of time. Oh. Okay. Ugh. Something fleshy. Ugh. Final boss. I think it's meant to make you feel nerves about potential jump scare about there actually being one, so that's neat. Yeah, I get that. Like, I felt a little bit... It was like a sudden shift. I was expecting something, but then it just led to one picture of a girl with a hand, and then that was it. It just went out. Like, I have to be honest, sometimes you just kind of wish this game would do something. A little something. Are we going to see what all that fleshy stuff was? No, we are not. We'll just have to imagine what that fleshy pillar was. Final Fantasy 14 gets enemies filled called 1,000 needles. Yeah, Cactar was in Final Fantasy 7, I think. It was definitely in 9. I remember having to deal with the Cactars in one of the dungeons. It was annoying because the 1,000 needles does 1,000 damage, guaranteed, no matter what. Sabo Tendo is a Japanese name, the same most traditionally known as Cactar in English releases. Oh, 10,000 needles. 10,000 needles, the upgraded version. To start adding more numbers to it, more zeros. Oh, okay. Ooh. And the floor is now popping beside me. Oh, it's disappearing behind as well. Does it? Look at that. It's like... Whee. Yeah, you can actually learn it. I'm pretty sure you could learn that in 9 too. With Quinoa. Alright. Ugh. Okay. Whoa! What the? Oh. Okay. That was something. Being watched. But then from what I've seen from chapter 5, it's implying that all these yellow light holes are actually just other. There's something on the other side of them. It's not just there for nothing. They're like the windows. Yeah, we saw clashes of 2 of them. That's the first time this game has sort of pulled off a... What's this effect here? Something to do with the texturing of the water, I think. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. Mind you, we are in the last chapter, so it is about time this game started doing something a bit more oomph to conclude. Whoa, my heart rate is rising a little bit. This game is peak fire. Wait, this is also a similar room. This is also a similar room that we encountered in the first chapter again. Minus the chairs. Yeah, this is a similar room. We're going back to chapter 1 again. But it looks different now. Or at least a room similar to like one in chapter 1 anyway. And minus the ducky, yeah. And more warning signs. You're not going that way again. Nope. You're gonna go a different way. You're gonna go where we direct you. Mind you, where they stored the man-alien hybrid in the X-Files. Water Cathan. Text is all changed again. Here we go. Hi, can I help you? Alright, whatever. Whoa! Alright, what do you want? Psst. You think so, wouldn't you? You. Okay. Oh. Okay, I think. Yeah, I think the people have had it. Well, we can't now. We're stuck. I think they've had enough of our presence now. I think they're like, all right, Mister, you've explored enough. It's time to go. Hey, look, ducks. Well, I might have tried that actually, but I thought I was going down the wrong path. I don't seem to be following me. Nope, they are following me. What if I walk backwards, though? Do I see him? Oh, imagine if it's just zoomed forward. No, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be based on... You know what? I'm going to walk backwards to see if they appear. Oh, yeah, it's one of those. It's not based on where you look. It's based on... It is based on where you look. Yeah, I could stare at them all day, but it's like... It's like a... What? Oh. I'm not in control of this part, by the way. What the heck? What's... Wait, have we just put the camera down or something? What the heck is going on? So... Oh, that's it. That was it. We just put down the camera and it was just a bunch of tapes. Okay. I guess that was the end of that. One of us. One of us. Hey, Mike. Inspiration by Nemopolis and Kane Pixels. Makes sense. I finally saw an ending worse than the one in Return to Monkey Island. Well, it all makes sense now. I'm not sorry, sweet. From start to finish, that was pure unscary garbage. Well, I guess that's... that. So in the end, the people start... Better play Iron 1, honestly. Now, I played that last year, and Iron 1 was pretty good. I'm just going to indulge in one more curiosity. An alternate path in this level, maybe. Well, I don't think any of us guessed the ending, though. We all thought pool, sudden pool drop, stuff like that. I don't think any of us guessed that we'd just put the camera down on the table. That would be the end of the tapes, and then suddenly we'd end up in a person watching the tapes. Yeah, I think Konami has paid off Dave. Also, guys, you should play Castlevania Dead by Daylight. It's like the best expansion ever. Please buy that. I suspect, though, I might just be... Well, I'm just curious to see if there's anything over this way. Oh. Okay, guess not. Oh wait, this is the diving board area. Oh, okay. I am starting to think that maybe this has not got as much replay area as I thought it had. Maybe. Alright. Everyone's got games they want to show for it, yeah. Alright. I'm trying to remember if there was anything alternative this way or not. I don't think there was. I'm beginning to feel like it was a bit of a futile effort, to be honest. Yeah, okay, this is just the same area. Alright. I've said enough. Pardon me. Alright. I've seen enough, I think. What do you mean futile? There's lots of tiles. Alright, well, I think as I conclude this game, there's one area I've got to go revisit. If I can get to it quick enough. Alright, well, I guess it's time to give my thoughts on pools. I asked for yours in the chat. Dave, you're going to tell me this game is rubbish. Don't waste your time. Game is rubbish. It's not very good. It's boring. All we did was walk around corking spaces all day. Now we know these are all windows they could see us out of in the first place. I don't do it anyways. this. I don't know if I'm going the right way anymore. Okay. Oh, no! Wait. Actually, yeah. I think this is the right way, isn't it? Well, I kind of think that pools is... It's alright for what it is. Honestly. I banned you. Stupid bot. Go away. I actually think that the game is alright. You know, it's like a very low-key sort of exploration type game that's not too expensive. Occasionally does something slightly interesting. Occasionally. Like it has some interesting ideas in it. Here and there. I suppose it's more about the journey, but floating around with water, diving up forwards, flying down chutes being lost. It sure is one of a kind, even if your off-part target might be exactly, but it's still rubbish. Oh, here it is. This is what we're here for, though. The dock. The dock. This is what I came here for. Low-key exploration type game. It's a fucking walking sim. Well, I felt it was rather charming as while it lasted. Oh, glory to Hypnoduck. You know, I will admit that there's a lack of direct horror, but I kind of like some of the sights and sounds and subtle horror things that it tried to do. But I will agree that at some point the game kind of needed to have a payoff. And that payoff never came. Like, ever. But I feel it's a step closer in the right direction to the kind of game I'm looking for. You know? I mean, you remember that 2 years ago I played a Backrooms game that looked quite impressive as well, but was very, very lacking in things happening. And it lasted about an hour at tops. You know, it looked the part, but didn't quite capture anything interesting gameplay wise. And then this game, like, obviously I played that photo game that was about liminal spaces. That was really good. That I played last year. Super Liminal, whatever it was called. The one that Pineapple suggested. Where's this duck? I want the duck. We're here for the duck. I can't remember what the bloody duck is. Was it Super Liminal? The game where you take pictures of things? I'm trying to remember if that was the correct name of the game or not. But... oh yeah, here he is. Now what? I'm not moving the water. I'm turning around. See? The duck moves towards you regardless of your movement. Look. This is the best part of the game. The duck. The duck. Oh, sorry, not Super Liminal. Oh, I can't remember the name of the game. I feel this is a bit more in the right direction of the kind of game I want from this liminal spaces thing, but it's not quite fully there yet. Yeah, maybe. I know, I could just look up the fucking name of the game. That would probably help. Instead of me guessing, maybe I could just actually look in my archive and have a look. It wouldn't take me very long to find it. Just filter out for like what I did last year around this time. A couple of skips back to October of last year, and I'll find it dead easy. Yeah, Interior Worlds, that was it. Interior Worlds, that was the name of the game. Good duck. Yeah, Interior Worlds. You know, where you took pictures of things and there was actual gameplay. That had a nice vibe to it, which I really liked. I feel that I'm getting a bit closer though. I mean, there is a Nemopolis. I don't know if that's any good. I feel like there is some potential here where there could be a game that looks like this, has a good atmosphere and feel to it, and then things happen, like interesting things, like maybe slightly scary things, while still keeping that kind of vibe of the low-key, liminal existential horror, but where things actually happen in it that are a little scary and a bit more demanding, shall we say. To place mannequins. Like they had moments where they could have done something a little scary and they just didn't go for it. They just wanted to keep it the low key subtle or whatever, you know. So I would say that what the kind of game I'm looking for this, I feel Pools is a step in the right direction, but it's not quite there. There has to be something else out there that's like this, but more something else. I'm just curious, actually. What the hell have you ever achieved? Oh, all the achievements are hidden, so I don't know what any of them are. Wow. Unless I just look at this guide that tells me what they are. It's also a video, but I'm not watching that. Not that bothered. You think they stuck with rubber ducks and flamingos? Yeah, I mean, this was incredible. I played in the demo, and this duck was the highlight. I thought, okay, the duck turns around to face you. This is potentially a small build-up for some subtle horror. That it occasionally arrives, but it's not enough. There needs to be something more that kind of happens. I mean, yes, there was the floating invisible thing and the timid creatures and the mannequin at the end, but more of that. You know, not even necessarily a monster chasing you or something that can kill you. Just something more that happens. Like maybe the walls start changing suddenly. Like you go through a maze and walls suddenly come down and block you off, or really strange visual anomalies occur, or weird shit just explodes, or maybe some jump scares that involve, you know, something a bit more. So like layers of fear, perhaps, but not really. But you know, just like turn into a pool toy. Yeah, just something a bit like it had some really cool visuals. You know, you got to walk on the ceilings. There were some interesting holes and some subtle things. But just, yeah, like that kind of punch, the payoff, something a bit to really unnerve the player, or try to anyway, in this environment. Like I said, maybe imagine like if you heard like you were walking through the water and you heard a splash that sounded similar, but was clearly not yours, and when you stopped, you heard a delayed splash stop at the same time. You know, something to unnerve the player as they explore. Like, get them comfy and start off low-key, and then build it up as the game goes on, you know. Like, maybe they're trying to do that with, like, the reveal that the light holes were windows and they were watching you, but it never came to anything. And then the game was over. You know, going back to the previous chapter areas and revisiting them a bit. I just felt like there could have been a bit more. just a bit more something happening, you know. Or maybe even the feeling that you are going round in circles. Like maybe you go around an area and the map whoops on itself but doesn't tell the player for a bit. But things slowly change, you know, like you get lost and then you go back through an area and maybe a slight wall goes left instead of right. Maybe you could mind fuck the player in ways that don't involve a monster but other things, you know. Take advantage of the fact it is a liminal space that goes on forever. Yeah, the game was ass, now move along. So, you know, I'm kind of glad I played this. It was fun to mess around with it for a little bit. You know, my humor may have helped, but... I need a bit more from this, maybe. Or maybe this is just what... Or maybe it's not meant to have... I'm sure there has to exist a game out there that does a bit more with this concept a little bit. For sure. Oh, that's the credits. Yeah. I don't think it was asked, though. I just felt it just needed something to happen. Alright, well. Anyway, thanks to Lord Misfit for getting me the game. Appreciate it. Indicates the game feel like Videodrome, you know. It's a nice, comfy way to start off the Spooktober, I guess. Or connect 4 but for salami pieces. Thanks for nothing, Misfit. You made him play a game that was very boring. I don't think most of the chat is very impressed with this. Was very impressed with that game, were you? Yeah, you were not impressed at all. All right, well, luckily, there are other games coming. Yeah, I had fun with it. I had fun with it while it lasted. I just kind of wished it had more. That would be about it. Yeah, the atmosphere was there. It just didn't really pay off. That's all I can really say. But it was definitely better than that other Backrooms game, but not quite as good as Interior Worlds was. Interior Worlds was like gameplay plus spaces. It just needed... Even Interior Worlds needed a little bit more happening in it. Damn close, though. Alright. Boy, has it been... Wow, it's nearly 2.5 hours. Okay. Yeah, Interior Worlds had more of a game. I like that. I just felt that it need like once you realise there was no actual threat in the game. But Interior Worlds was more of a game. At least you had to find some areas, and there are some pretty cool parts, like the cinema full movies in it, and some of the spaces look really good. That was more along the lines of what I'm looking for. I want a liminal spaces game with gameplay in it. Not walking around all the time. Not saying you can't have that. That's part of the charm of those games. But have something happen in it. An objective, a purpose, something. That's the kind of game I'm looking for. You know, I want a decent horror game with exploration where there's something tangible gameplay-wise that isn't just walking around to do, I think, is what I'm after. Yeah, great. I have downloaded the Liminal Jam Depot. All I need to do is get it running with Iron Whale. Apparently there is a person, if they're still in the chat, that apparently is really good at getting Iron Whale to run custom things, and I legitimately was considering actually playing the Liminal Spaces Jam as part of Spooktober, but I never got around to asking him. Pools with guns. But seriously, as I've shown the other day, I do have Iron Whale set up because I do want to do some Quake stuff in the future. It's really cool how very convenient Iron Whale is. Swap the contents of the zip into its subdirectory in the Quake directory, run Iron Whale, find directory, and run it in the game. Wait, into the Quake directory. Would that be in Steam then? I guess then the Iron Whale must be latching off the Steam version. Okay. And I do mean its own subdirectory, not id1. Ah, okay. So, unzip it, put the Quake 2 pack files and subfolder id1, and zip the ZAM into a different directory. Okay. So, alright. Well, I'm curious now. So I have to find. So it's obviously Iron Whale will be running off because I can access the remastered. So it's obviously running off the Steam files. So I'm gonna have to get into those. All right, give me a sec. So unzip it. Okay, so I've considered I will find directory and what it in game. It's also United one. All right, so I should copy WimJam into here. There we go. Alright, so that's now in a different folder. Okay. So that's now in it's in the Quake folder. And I gotta run Iron Whale and find it. Okay. Which version would you like to play? I assume remastered because that'll contain the music. Yes, I am. Sorry, I probably should actually be showing this on screen so you can see what I see. Only because it has the music. I mean, what? Okay, that doesn't seem to be enough for it to find it. Okay, so... Oh, hang on. Unzip it, put the 2 Quake pack files in a subfolder code 1. I can't... Oh, the game sound. Oh, sorry. Unzip it, put the 2 Quake PK files in a subfolder code. Oh, right. So I had to take the PK3 files... PK3 files? Dave, the game has been turned off. Shush. Alright. It's pack. Oh, right. Okay. So I need to take the pack files and put them into id1. The ones that come with the WimJam, right? So I guess I copy those into the Quake id1 folder. Or something like that. Do I have to... Am I not allowed to run the remastered EXE? Is that why it's not working? Does it only work if I run the classic one? Alright, well, we'll try running the original. Oh! Oh, right. It's because it's... Oh, there we go. Oh. Alright. Well, that was... There we go. We're in. I think. Oh, wow. I think that's it. That's the liminal We got all the limb things set up. Oh wow, there we go. This stop is for normal drive, easy street. Wow, we'll put it on hard. Oh, there we go. Gone dreams, no enemies. Fuck his nightmare then, driving the train. Oh, wow. Oh, this is the level we've already... Oh my goodness, there we go. This is the level I saw in the, that video I showed you about. Why am I getting an autosave? The fuck? It's a bit weird. Nightmare is riding the train on the roof. Oh, Ironware was timed autosave. Oh, okay. Is there meant to be no music in this? Ah. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, let's do that, please. Thanks. And that's a point. Well, the thing is that the problem with the original version of Quake on Quake Spasm, which this Ironware was based off, is that it doesn't play the music, the CD music anyway. But I'm guessing this will be custom music. So I don't know. Should I play Liminal Spaces Jam for Spooktober and just add it on there? Now I've got this running finally. And this is great. I mean, so all I have to literally do to get this to run is put the folder in the Steam Quake file. Bam, we have Quake. Boom, done. May as well. Looks interesting. I don't think many of these levels have a lot of enemies in them, but it's all about the liminal jam, and it might be a nice follow-up from Pools, perhaps. It wasn't something I was planning, but it was a reserve option. Huh. Also, there is a Pinchy map in this set. Pinchy has a map. Oh, well, don't play it then. Dracula's a map as well. Help. Help me. That's a nice detail, I guess. Let me just check it actually. Let me just pick a different level. Real quick. Oh right, so yeah, it is a level choice then, isn't it? Okay, so the music, so it is deliberately meant to be ambient. Alright, I'll let you off then. Alright, by the way, most map sets in Quake you can install just like that, and we'll say arcane dimensions or copper as the base, or if it's just a single vanilla map, then you need to create some folder called maps in it one and put it in there. Alright, well, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna add this to the Spooktober. But I'm gonna start it, I'm gonna start it, this weekend, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna play this. I mean, I have said I wanted to get back and try some Quake stuff at some point. This would be a great little segue from pools, and it's Quake, so you know, Quake. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow I want to do the Iron Man runs, since the Iron Eagle is now out. So I think tomorrow night I'm going to do Iron Man runs. Copper maps in copper, slash maps, and arcade dimensions map in add maps, or whatever you call subfolders. And you know what? Just to please depop for 3 seconds. Whoa, it's an X. Huh. Wow, that's a miracle. I'm doing this just for your sake, people. Oh shit, that bottom battery is the health. Oh wow, these aren't even are these sprites done just for the other thing, I guess? They look nice. Alright, there we go. There's some Quake for you. But the main thing is that now there's gonna be an extra Spooktober option. Oh, the sweet, sweet brown maps. Alright, so I guess that's an extra thing for Spooktober that I've just added. So, I can't remember who originally told me about the Liminal Spaces jam, apart from that YouTube video. Actually, I think that's where I learned it from, and then Depop, you kind of just linked it directly, but... yeah, I guess I'll play that next. It's about 8 hours overall. Okay, well, that's cool. It'd be nice to see what the... I mean, it's the most recent jam as well for Quake, so it's kind of new Quake stuff as well. Alright. I mean, I stopped after the first few because I had no enemies. Oh, yeah, maybe I should also... yeah, let me do... oh. Oh, I already have this linked, so I don't need to bother with that. Hey, what says hi, or rather, hold my beer. Okay, so, that's going to be the end of the stream for tonight. The first game of Spooktober 2024 is done, and another one has been added. But as I said, I will... Actually, no, wait, sorry, I just remembered. I actually won't be playing the Liminal Spaces Jam on the weekend. I can do it earlier than that. Maybe. Depends. Because I will not be going to poker on Thursday because of training at work. So I'll be getting back quite late. So might start on the Thursday for the Liminal Space Jam. Yeah. I don't normally stream on a Thursday because of poker, but there's going to be no poker on Thursday like there was last week. So if I'm not too tired from another day of work, a long day of work, and I get back and I get things sorted, I might start the Liminal Spaces Jam on Thursday instead. Otherwise, it'll be on Saturday. But tomorrow night, I am going to do the monthly Iron Man League and Iron Eagle. So I can take care of that for the month. And then maybe if that's really short, maybe I'll start the Liminal Jam then. I mean, should the Iron Mans not last very long? Maybe I'd start then as well if I wanted to. We'll see. But yeah, I will choose to do the Liminal Spaces Jam as the next Spooktober project to see what Liminal plus Quake feels like, which should be interesting considering Quake's architecture probably does suit the Liminal idea pretty darn nicely, I gotta say. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream, and I will catch you tomorrow for some Doom Iron Man runs. So have a good night, everybody, and stay safe.